Hello, this is Miranda from My Scrappy Life, and welcome back to my channel. This is week number 3 for Spiegelmom Scraps. There's my code, and we are scrap lifting Jody. Now, as you're seeing me do the pictures and going through everything, I just went through inspiration for Jody. I happened to find a couple sketches. She was hard to find to kind of scrap lift. So I really didn't find one. However, she used a bunch of circles, and I decided instead of circles to use squares. So that's kind of what I did in this particular layout. And you will see me do all this mixed media. And I decided to leave this in because, one, I want to see that sometimes you get to have a creative block. I have been in a funk, and mainly it's because I am not rotating my scrapbooking with my reading. I am a huge book nerd. I can read right now. Just since the 1st of January, I've read, I'm on my 4th book. So I've done 3 books already, and I'm on my 4th to read. So I am a huge book nerd. Since I've moved from Germany to here, or back home to Georgia, I just never picked up reading again. Why, I don't know. I think just because of moving and life happened or whatever. So here I am taking a little bit of my mixed media, and I did a bunch of shimmer products, but at the end I didn't even use this. You'll see that I actually, believe it or not, cover it up. But it looks really cool. I'm off getting my paint taken care of. I am washing it off so I can start the next one. Those little plates that I got to get more of them. I love them. One, they're the awesome colors, and two, they work out perfect for paint, sequence, plain, whatever. It doesn't matter. But they came from Target. They were in their dollar bin, if you want to know. But as you're seeing me do my mixed media here, I also, to get back to the funk a little bit, everybody gets into this. So I thought I was going to do mixed media here. Believe it or not, I seriously thought that I was just going to put the square pieces just down on this paper, and it would have looked fabulous. I mean, I'm looking at it now, and it would have worked perfect. But I was in such a funk. And I just did this layout. Today is Saturday, so this is going up on Tuesday. And it could have been I was burnt in December, because let's be honest, I did 31 layouts. Yeah, 31 layouts in December. And I just decided, you know what, I'm going to read. So that's why you really haven't seen too much up on my channel other than my design team work, and not just freely, because I'm in this funk. When I do get a spark of like creativity, I do my layouts for my design teams because I want them to be like the bomb, the best, the whatever you want to call it, you know. So here I am. I try to let it dry, and I get to it. And I like how the streaks look. They're really good. It never, what I feel, called me like, oh, I gotta leave it. So I didn't. And here I am. I'm just taking a bunch of pieces of paper, and I'm turning them into squares. I got the inspiration from 2 different things. There was a sketch that went on that I looked at, and then I also saw the circles and a couple other things that Jody did. So I kind of put them all together because, again, I really looked hard for Jody's to scrap lift her, and she was hard to find. So I hope I did her well for scrap lifting her. So I take this piece of paper and I do it as a 10 by 10. And then I place the other squares on top of this 10 by 10. And I just loved how it did. I distressed every piece of paper that I had. The pictures, I don't know what I'm doing. I'm not sure why I'm just not typing or talking. Not sure. Or doing something. Sorry about that. But I distress everything, and I take all the papers, I cut them down, and I make it so that it looks like patterned paper kind of threw up on this paper. but in a uniform fashion. And I decided to cover my mixed media. It is what it is, I guess. But today I read again, and I actually got to, I think, 40. I started the book because I went through all of my authors that I've read. Long story short, I went through all of my authors that I read and went back and found the next books in the series, because I read Kindle and hard books, soft covers, whatever. And so that's what I did today, and I think I read one of the books to like 42%, and then I just got like this spark of, I am going to scraplift, I love it, it's like back in my life, blah 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 again. So that's what I did. And here I am, I'm trying to leave big splatters, and at first it didn't quite work, because normally I do my splatters with white paint, but like I said, here you see me struggle. Like I'm just in a funk. It's like not, I was like, what? That's why I stopped. I stopped filming this. You'll see that the things change, because this particular video is during the day, and then you'll see that I scrapbooked at night to finish out. And look at the mixed media. It looks great on there now that I leave it on there and I look at it. But again, it is. I guess it's one of those days. And I didn't want to force this layout. I've been finding that some of my layouts that I've been doing, for me, it may not look to you guys, but for me, it's forced, because it's like, oh, I gotta do it. You guys, I know you guys are never expecting me to have up layouts and this, that, and the other, but it was like, I felt forced. And so I wanted to get away from that. So that's why I stopped and then came back. I just needed to step away from my crafty room. So here I am. I'm taking out all of the pieces and I get them lined up. You will see that I line up everything. And I just cut these papers to all different sorts of square sizes. And I make sure that the ones that I did, like the one paper, the brown paper that's got owls, and the snowman paper, I make sure that those are sitting correctly so that they look like the bird is looking into the layout, and then the snowman is looking like right at us. And yeah, I do cover up my mixed media again. I will say that I do. Even my finished layout, you don't see much of the mixed media. It's there, but not as distinct as it could have probably been. And you will see that I am kind of off to the left-hand side of this, which at first I didn't even notice this. And then when I came back at night to finish this layout, because I finally got my mojo back, if you want to call it, I realized that I'm more on the left-hand side and not the right-hand side. So I fixed that. Off camera, I added a strip. It was actually a sticker. It was like a 12 by 12 or 12 and like an inch strip or inch and a half strip that was part of the sticker collection to this collection, and I took that and kind of evened it back out again. So you'll see that. And then I do off camera all of my distress and my adhering all of these down. That's what I do off camera. And then obviously I do place that piece of paper as well, or that sticker too, off camera, and then the rest of it obviously is on camera for you guys to see the finished layout. And it looks, I mean, I love what it looks like. It just looked perfect for me, and I could have completely 110%, sorry about moving to the camera there, 110% kept off that 10 by 10 paper that I did, and it would have looked just as good with my background. So my title is Bundle Up and Let the Snow Come Down, or Let the Snow Begin. So it's kind of like two titles. The pictures, I guess I went on a little bit of a tangent on my funk. I forgot to tell you where these pictures were. These are of the waterfall during the wintertime at Triberg. My daughter and I and my husband went, and we really liked. We loved going. It was warm, tons of snow. It was gorgeous. That I could have sat there and probably watched that waterfall for hours. It was just amazing. Here I am. I'm just picking out my embellishments for the layout. And there, see, I used that pink little diamond again for my um, sequence, and well, the mint one for my sequence, and then the pink one for those circled snowflakes. And here I am. I'm just taking off the stickers. I'm just placing them down, and this was a tree with a little bird on it, and it fits there perfectly. It is so cool right there. I love how that looks. And I'm just starting to adhere down the stickers and the embellishments and all that kind of stuff. I am really enjoying being part of the Spiegel Mom Scraps team. Oh, I had to, by the way, I had to go and get Stampin' Up. So if you've ever not put one of these together, they're so simple, easy. Well, maybe, but it is easy. You literally take it out and it's ready to roll. You take out a little piece and it's good to go. But I'm really enjoying being part of the Spiegel Mom Scraps team. She's so easy to work. Jody's so easy to work with. The team is great. I just enjoy doing what I do, and I truly love doing this. I love all the comments that you guys give me. Anything. I mean, you can even tell me about what you're reading. I could care less what you make comments. You guys know, as followers, and if you guys come back to my channels, you guys leave a comment, I will comment right back. Normally that same day. I'm a huge computer social media geek, if you guys haven't figured that out already. But I just enjoy this. I really do. And I don't like when I get into these funky little funks. And it happens to all of us. We all get into it. So here is the stickers. So I put down this fox. I love this fox. This fox is so stinking cute. And you will get a close-up at the end, because that was my favorite. And this little sticker here, I cut it in half. You'll see me tweak it, and it says, "Let the snow begin." And when we went to Triberg, they actually got a huge dumping of snow. And for me, I'm telling you, I love it. From being from North Dakota, I love the fact that I got all this snow. And we were able to go see the snow on the, trying to get up the waterfall. There was some spots that we couldn't, which we went back during the summertime and was able to get through the whole waterfall. But it was just stunning. I could have just sat there. I think I took more pictures of the waterfall than I've done anywhere else I've gone. But it is what it is, right? We all have our little quirks. And here I am, I'm taking the snowflakes. So I wanted the snowflakes to kind of go in a diagonal fashion down the paper. And then the sequence is going to look like little snowflakes too. That's what I loved about putting sequence. You can kind of turn it into whatever you really want it to. So this time I placed them kind of all over the page. I didn't do any cool little shakers this time. I wanted this layout to be a simple layout for me. I know my first two I had awesome stitching and a wine shaker glass, but I wanted this one just to be simple. And I love this collection. This A Perfect Winter by Echo Park is like the bomb. I just love it. So here I am. I'm just placing down the sequence, which is called the Nice List. It works perfect for this collection and just perfect in general. I really love the blues in this, and I love how Jody just put a hint of red into it. It's perfect. As I'm finishing up here, go over to her shop. Use my code Miranda 15 to get 15% off your collection or any of your stuff that you buy. She has shimmer products there. Not all of the shimmer products that I used on here, even though I don't even know which ones I used to try to do the mixed media, and then I covered it up anyway. But she does have shimmer products too there. And I hope that you like this. Check out, I've got 2 more weeks. And hit that like button if you like it, and hit the red button if you want to get more of my process videos. And obviously go check out the website in her shop because it's amazing. Close-ups will be coming up soon. You will see me finish out here. You'll see me finish with the date stuff and the journaling. And I hope you have a fantastic Tuesday. Bye.